fairly close to the flatbed. And as much as whatever you have to say about the company, at the very least, they have at least one good pilot, because they keep pretty centered over top of this flatbed. It is an open flatbed. On it, you can see is a large crane that could possibly be used for a myriad of things, such as transporting cargo, etc., etc. But you are kind of hovering, not too terribly far off of the top of this mostly empty flatbed, and you hear over your comms, "All right, time to get out."
Cheers.
Rex looks over at Boston. Doesn't move otherwise. Just
all right. I will clip the door open, hold the line, drop it. I assume we're not landed. We're just kind of hovering there.
Yeah, you're just kind of hovering. You're maybe like 15 feet, so not terribly far.
I'll hold the line and I'll just yell, "Whatever you do, don't jump when you go out the door."
Rex then stands up, knowing the soldier went ahead of them first, and then seemingly professionally gets on the line and out the helicopter as if he's done this a million times. Inside his head, he just goes, "That was the fucking coolest looking landing."
The satisfying thunk with your beautifully upholstered leather shoes.
Lands like a fucking Terminator.
When I hit, I pull out my sidearm and I start kind of like moving away from the landing.
Sure.
I'm gonna move toward 3.
Okay.
But I won't engage.
I'll go down.
I'm going last. If any of you fuck up this jump, I'm gonna have to fix it when I get down there. So be careful.
So true.
Who fixes you?
Lord if I know.
No.
I assume you all hop off.
Yeah.
Excellent. You've all have done this jump at least once before, so maybe it's a little shaky for some of you, maybe not. But as you all make footfall onto the helicopter, onto the flatbed, it very quickly leaves you here on this moving train. The wind is whipping past you pretty quickly as this is open and exposed to the elements, but around you, it's fairly open. There are some crates here. Plastic tarp is covering most of that crane that I mentioned before. And there's 2 doors. There's one that leads to car 3, and there's one that leads to car 5. Boston, you said that you were moving towards car 3. Is that correct?
I was just moving in that direction, yeah.
In that direction? Sure.
Because there's not really a north or south on the train, so...
Yeah.
I'm descending.
You can see...
Front.
You're numerically ascending.
Right.
All right, perfect. You see that there is a door there that is closed.
Sure. This sucks. Where are we going? Anybody? Boss? And I point at Rex. I was like,
which direction is... so is there a map or something somewhere? I noticed you're talking about going to 3 or whatever.
oh yeah, we have they gave us
yes.
layout. You didn't take the briefing.
I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna talk over Rex and just say, well, we gotta restore communications. Probably in the data car.
Word. That's Rasta word.
Oh, I see. It's numbered based on the order you said the... Okay.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, that sounds like as good a plan as any. We got ticking clock.
Yes, you all know that from the moment that you landed on this, you have 2 hours.
Are we like very cool, like on a moving train, like holding on?
I mean,
Yeah, can you describe how cool we look right now?
Right now you're 2 suited individuals. You are a person in flannel. You're a person who's ready to take an entire army down single-handedly, and you are, in fact, an IT person. So you look about as cool as I just described to you.
You're right. Rex is a 12, and the rest of you are 8s.
Okay. 18 people are 11s.
Alright.
If we're gonna go back, then I'll make my way that way towards 5.
Well, wait a minute. Do we want? Should we have like a plan? Like, is that the first order of business? We could restore communication, but also we have no idea why they lost it in the first place. Do we maybe want to go to security? That seems like it would make sense to me. We would want to go.
The way I think we should go, and I agree with Smokey
Right.
there. Chester, can you get this door open? I'm gonna call you all by your first names.
Please tell me it's as easy as pushing the open button.
That would be really good.
Depends. Which door are you going to, and are you trying to push an open button?
Let's say towards holding, right? That's where I'm telling you to go, at least, so you don't have to go there. Listen, you don't have
whatever
to go
door
there.
you're about to open,
yeah, I'm gonna
post up right outside of it and just
Okay.
be like, wait, hold up. All right. Now go.
I feel so safe.
Okay, are these just push doors? Like, or motion?
There is a like side panel to these doors. You can tell just by looking at them, you don't have to roll for it, that these are ones that like slide open. And it's closed. I would say actually, Chester, you could tell anybody actually who looks at the side panel, you can tell that this door is locked.
It's like a big red lock symbol on it.
Yeah.
Think it's locked,
Yeah.
Chief.
This is why we pay you, isn't it?
Do you have like a key card or something? It seems like you might have brought. No.
No.
Oh, I think we all have our badges. Does anybody's badge work in front of the reader?
It's a great question. He grabs
I
his
think
badge.
the technician needs to get the door open.
Well, you're an executive. Shouldn't your badge open everything?
Oh,
This
for
is-
fuck's sake! I'm gonna try to open the door.
fucking
I'm gonna
manage.
use
How would
my
you-
key card. I'll
Okay.
first try a key card. If I have that.
You flash your key card in front of it, you hear it go boop boop, and nothing changes.
Can I break the door?
You can certainly try if you would like to. Go ahead and roll a body check.
So here's my
Less in
second
your favor.
question. Can I
Yeah.
use like some kind of like I'm an engineer, so I can kind of like maybe not necessarily break the door, but like can I find something to like try to wedge in there to open it? Can I do that instead? And would that give me more?
I'm here. I'll assist.
Sure. Yeah, you can assist if you want to assist with that body audio roll.
2 bodies.
This is fine. Fantastic. So, with the assist, good old bits, you get to roll 2 dice.
Be careful, please. God.
Now, I'm very scared.
So that's 2 failures, which means that you both take 2 stress.
Ugh.
Sick.
Oh golly.
I'm glad we
Yeah.
sent Wuhan Baxter's best and brightest for this job. A simple door.
You wanna try and pry this door open?
Then
Chief?
you open it, Rex.
Rex is gonna do something he might regret. I'm gonna use my executive badge on the door and see if it just opens.
I'm gonna cry.
You use your executive badge on the door, and it beep beep, and it turns green.
Thank God. I
And I
don't know.
just stare
Rex
at
wouldn't
Rex
have
like-
been able to survive the embarrassment if it didn't work. It would have literally killed him.
You will know though that was your one use of that.
Okay, so that's the only door that would work on.
Just crumbles into
Well-
dust. And flies out of it.
There's a
No, you were
like I
basically-
said,
You were
the
basically
executive
given
badge will work.
Yeah, you were given one skeleton key, essentially code in your attached to your badge, your RFID tag, that basically just is used once and then can't be used.
And I turned to
Cool.
Chester, and like I said, you should probably just follow orders in the future. He
Oh
moves
my God.
into the tank, or into the
All right, into the tank.
into the
And
tank.
for some
I get in a
reason,
jet.
we all can't have that. Why? No idea. Seems pretty easy. Just put it on everybody's card.
Okay, you we don't have time for this. All right, I'm Boston Rob. is going to tell everybody to stand back away from the door. Stand back away from the door, and hit the button.
Okay. You hit the button and it slides open to the side.
So far, so good.
I would like everyone
Oh no.
to make me an aware test, please.
This is actually to Maria.
Yes, Jason.
I should have mentioned because we pick one perk, correct?
Correct.
I picked, and I'm going to use him right now. Just sure. The drone, my drone friend.
Ooh, we
I'm
love a
going to-
drone.
So now back in character. You see me put down. I look at Boston Rob, and I say, "1 second, I got something to scout ahead."
Thank you,
And
one.
You won.
Okay. You send this. Does your drone have a name?
Yes. It's BDOS.
Did Jason make it?
I love it. Okay, so you're sending the drone in first?
Yes.
Oh, I love
All right. Great.
Did we resolve the roll?
We did not resolve the roll. So, I'm going to start with the, on here. So, Boston, what did you get for your,
it.
aware roll? 6. Unfortunate. You get a stress.
Yeah. I took it.
Rex.
I got a success.
I got a 3.
A 3. That is a failure. You get an extra stress.
We're doing it.
Clifton.
Wait, when you say
Clifton.
extra stress, does that
You
mean
get
I have
another stress.
So
You get to
just
add
one.
another stress.
just one stress? Just a single stress?
A single one on top of the 2 that you already got from the last failed roll.
Sick,
Now you have
super
2
cool.
stress.
Love this.
Yeah,
Love
so
it.
now you have a total of 3 stress.
super dope.
Yeah, it's fine. This is a stress-free job.
Work sucks. I know.
Burnout's coming. We can all feel it. Clifton.
Stitch got an 8.
Stitch got an 8. That is a success. Congratulations. So, you all notice different things. Smokey, the first thing that you notice is that there is the sound of people in this room. Kind of slightly panicked voices. For Chester, what did you roll again?
I rolled a 5, so I get a stress, right?
Yes, you do. Okay. For Chester and for Boston, you hear the same. You all hear the voices that are in the room. Boston, you can tell just a little bit that there's something a little bit off with this room. You can't quite place it though. For Rex and Clifton, you are able to see in a little bit farther, and you can see and smell something strange. And it takes you a second, but especially when Chester starts to get that drone in a little bit more. Does your drone have a light on it? It is also dark in this car. There's only like a couple of small lights at the very far end.
It's listed to be used for scouting, so I would say
Fantastic.
yes.
Yeah, I would say there's a little light on it. As the drone gets in about halfway into the car, the 2 of you notice before anyone else that there is some kind of dark, viscous stuff everywhere, about halfway down the car, coating the floor, walls, and ceiling.
In some sort of rot black sludge.
I don't know. You want to try to eat it? We'll find out soon.
No one touch that. No one touch that.
Oh, no worries, Chief.
Clifton, if you could get a sample with you have a vial, you can take some of that in. Or?
Do you have any PPE that I could use that you'd like to provide on the company dime for that? Or
Fast
should
thinkers
all-
think on their feet, Clifton. Go above and
As you
beyond.
all-
I'm saying this as I'm putting on gloves that I brought.
See, you're prepared,
As you all are,
just like we
as you
taught
all are talking, you hear in the car at the farther end these voices that you heard kind of start to there's quickened speech, and then it gets like shh.
Oh, that's bad. That's usually a good sign.
Clifton, I would say without even rolling, you can hear one of those one sound in particular does sound like someone who is currently in an exceptionally large amount of pain.
There is someone in here that we need to extract immediately.
Oh.
Is there any way I can try and deduce what this stuff is? I guess
Would you
I
like to
can-
go inside the car and find out?
I would like to carefully go inside the car and find out, yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can start moving in. Chester, what you see with your drone? So you see kind of this like strange viscous stuff, and you can see that there are inside of this this car kind of moving at this point, dragging someone along with them behind a cart or behind a cell. You can see that there are 3 people in here, 2 of which were dragging a third body. There are cells, by the way, on either side, and actual like holding cells.
Which is why
all the way
this
down.
is the holding car, right?
This is the holding car, except in the center where there probably were a couple of them that have been completely blown and smashed to the sides, right where this kind of ring of ichor is.
Before Clifton goes in, I'm gonna put a hand out and be like, hold up. And I'm gonna insert myself in front of him and begin moving slowly into the car
Be
with my
very
weapon
careful,
drawn.
please.
Yeah, no, thanks for the tip. And I'm following the light on the drone mostly, keeping low.
Okay.
Can I see any of these people after a few feet?
Not clearly. With the light of the drone, you can kind of make out them through one of the farthest cell. You can see that there's also another closed door at the opposite end of this train car, and they're kind of in the corner next to it. So they are still covered a bit by like the bars of the cages that are in here. So you don't have a clear shot yet.
I'll take out my light and I'll pop it on. And I'll be like, oi, oi, rescue. Woo! Medical rescue.
You see a figure pop around the corner fairly quickly with a sidearm pointed in your general direction with kind of shaky hands. They look like they look to be a kind of middle-aged presenting person, very short, what might have been blonde hair at one point, but now seems to be like caked with some kind of like dark, dried substance. You can see that there is actually, in fact, the substance is made clear. They are kind of partially covered in blood. Their hands mostly, but like part of their body as well, as they are just shaking a little bit and pointing this gun directly at you.
Oh, all right. Okay, here
Does
we go.
Rex see them?
Yes, you would all be able to see them at this point.
I just kind of turn to Boston and I try to say in a low tone, but I'm sure all of you can hear it, but I'm trying to make it so that at least they can't hear it. It's like, Boston, I need you to neutralize them.
I'll
Rex,
do my
I need
best,
you to
Chief.
shut the fuck up.
And I'll point my gun up, take my finger off the trigger, and be
You're
like,
making a
"Hey,
mistake.
oi, we're here to help. It's gonna be all right. Just maybe put the firearm down, please."
We didn't do this. We didn't.
I don't care.
We didn't do.
I am here to help. This is my associate, my colleague, Stitch. He's gonna fix you up. All right. We don't have a whole lot of time, so
They're
if
like
we-
kind of like moving between all of you, and then like their eyes are kind of like going back in the corner
Oi,
and everything.
stay on me, and I'll flash the light. I'll be like, stay over here. Hey, hello. Stay on me. My name is Boston Rob. And
Are you with the rest of them?
Am I with the rest? I'm with the people here to get you out.
Okay.
Here, you just put that down on the ground and just kick it over to me real quick. Or off to the side, either or.
Why don't you make a guile check for me?
Oh, come on.
I can.
How is? Oh
Yeah,
no, that's a.
if you want to, If you want to assist, you can. You would just add your dice pool to whomever you are assisting. Just if there is failure, everyone who assists will fail.
Does somebody
And
have
more
a
than one
dial?
person can assist.
I only have 1 die in it, but I do have it.
Well, that would help me.
Yeah.
All right.
I wish you wouldn't do this thing.
Yeah. So you can't.
All
Multiple
right.
people can collaborate. Just as an aside for future rolls, multiple people can collaborate on the same skill.
That
Just
helps.
if you fail, everybody fails.
Because it was either a 1 or an 8. So
Hell yeah.
yay. So I do roll an 8.
You roll an 8. Fantastic. You seem to kind of break through a little bit, and the shaking hands kind of like drop. The pistol drops down, but they still kind of hold it to their side. And just kind of are just like gesturing with it now in their other hand, and they say, I don't think he's
Right.
doing too good.
Be like, go.
I'm in there.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be Cheerios and rain.
I hope so. It's not been that good. And they'll drop the gun and like kind of like go down into like a little bit of a fetal position on the
Stitch,
ground.
Maybe pick that up if you
Yeah,
get a
I was gonna
chance.
say as soon as it hits the floor, I'm just gonna yoink.
Scoop.
Okay.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna see if there's any way to extract this person from the goop without touching it myself.
So the actual goo ring, you would have to cross over it to get to them. And Stitch, you would actually know, because you've been around people and the insides of people enough to know that this is potentially human that used to be all around here. Some kind of bloody, meaty, muscly substance.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be a solid being that is now a ring of goo.
Hello, in there. Are you lucid? Can you communicate?
Who are you talking to?
The
And I
person
may need to
who's-
re-describe.
The person who's who it is, who is in it.
Okay, so let me re-describe. There is a train car,
Yeah.
and there is what appears to be an explosive force that has exploded a gooey, meaty substance all around this train car in like a circle around the car. There's no living thing inside of this meat circle.
Oh.
There are 3 people on the other side of it, one of which was pointing a gun at Boston, and the other 2 which are around the corner. Supposedly one of those 2 that are around the corner is not doing well.
Okay. So in that
So you have a
case,
meaty,
I
bloody
was-
ring, and then the rest of everything else. Nothing
In
is
that-
blocking your way to get to them.
Okay, great. In that case, I was talking to the people who are stuck in the back.
Okay, they are not
And
stuck.
I'm-
You can get straight to them if you need to.
Great.
But as you get close,
Yeah, no, go for it.
okay. As you get closer, Stitch, you do see that there is another individual back there. Kind of darker tanned skin, black hair, braided up. Again, looking a bit disheveled. And there is what looks like a security officer, kind of moaning a bit under their breath, but seems mostly unconscious or just incoherent. They look very bad. You can see that there is multiple deep lacerations around their side and their front. They are also completely covered in blood and gore and all of this viscera. But they do not look good. From your professional eye, even without having to look at them, they do not have long if they are not stabilized.
Got it. So I would like to start stabilizing them while sort of assessing exactly how bad the situation is and what exactly it was that damaged them, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and make a medicine check to try to stabilize the guard.
That's a 10.
Wow.
That's a critical success. Fantastic. Excellent. So not only are you able to stabilize them, you do so in very, very quick and practiced motions. And after just a short amount of time, you're able they start to come around a little bit, enough to be a little bit more coherent. And they kind of like blink their eyes open. They kind of can focus a little bit more on you all, and says, "Who are you?"
Hey! It's okay. We are gonna get you out of here. That's first thing. You're okay. You're gonna be okay. We're gonna get you out of here. We are here to help. Is there anything that you remember about what happened here?
Yeah. And they're gonna like push themselves up so they're sitting up a little bit more.
Whoa. All right, take it easy. You're
Rex
good.
walks in, is just, don't answer that question. Clifton, I need you to keep all of these people in this train car. Watch them.
Stitch, I'd count that as search and care for survivors, which is part of your job.
Yes. Thank you.
Think.
Yes. Get a drive.
Clifton, do not let them leave this train car.
I don't think they're gonna need much babysitting. They're in pretty rough shape. So you want me, the only person who has any idea how to stitch up you chucklefucks, to stay here and not continue on with you?
He considers it for a moment. Make sure they're patched up and join us.
Yeah. Right.
But it was Rex's idea.
That's a great idea, Rex. Thank you for getting us there. I don't know
Great
what we
job,
would do
boss.
without
What
you.
would
Thank
do
you.
without it?
Thank you so much.
World's okayest boss.
This is fucking bullshit. And I turn to the person, I'm just like, I bet your company's gonna fix you right up. You probably got great health insurance.
I think they work for us, Chief.
Shit.
So you're right. And then I walk over to the next door.
Hang on. And the officer, you anybody who gets close can see that there is a partially disheveled name badge on the officer's jacket that says Kaczynski. And they try to like fish and like wince a little bit for this this radio that they have. And they over the radio will say, Dumont, this is Kaczynski. Stand out. Everything's okay. There's some people here who say they're here to help. Stand down. And then you hear some like very faint, indistinct chatter from a headset that they're wearing. And like they lean back against the wall of the train and nod towards the door, and they say, that'll lead you to security. The two other officers are there. Just don't do anything. They're pretty trigger happy, so just be careful.
Got it. Understood.
What's gonna happen to the rest, everyone else?
We're gonna get everyone out of here. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
My
When
bedside
you
I believe
say
we can't promise
everyone
them
else.
things we can't do.
No one's promising anything, Rex. When you say other people, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean?
I'm looking for a count so we know who's on this train.
There's two officers on the other side of the door. The engineer. We have security captain. Scientist. I think that's everyone.
Scientists.
Do you have a driver for the train?
The engineers up in the.
Is that it? Just one engineer running this whole
I
thing?
mean,
It
it hasn't been a problem so far.
I'm just checking. I'm not making any assumptions about how y'all run your train.
Hey, man, it's
Just
not your
asking.
train, Chief. We understand, you know.
So that's
That-
about 5 of y'all, plus you 3. Is that right?
I think so. I think
All
so.
right. That's
You hear from the like kind of crouched down, still kind of like hugging their knees. You hear the femme person say, well, "There was another one."
Mm-hmm. Is it that ring right there, or?
They'll just nod.
All right. Well, we'll pour one out for them later.
But in
Lead the way,
meantime-
Boston.
Well,
Oh,
this-
right. Got it. Cool. Well, it is nice to know we're not going to get shot upon opening this door, so thank you for that. I
Yeah,
am
that's much
going
appreciated.
to press the little keypad. Does this
Mhm.
work?
While he's pressing the keypad, can I ask, in the most Rex way possible, do you have? I want to ask the train people, like not our team, obviously.
The
Um,
train people.
The train.
The train people. Okay.
I want to ask the people on the train. Do you have control of the asset?
The
What is the status of the asset on this train?
the two or the security officer just kind of like looks at you and says, I don't know. There was an explosion and I don't know how long I've been here. I get, if you're here, I guess I don't know. I guess it might, I don't know.
Can anyone else answer me about the status of the asset?
I'm sure Captain Ming will probably know, but I don't know where they are.
Have you heard from the conductor?
No, we haven't been able to communicate too terribly long. I don't even know if the others heard me, but at this point you hear your card didn't work, or the button didn't work immediately, Boston. But after a short amount of time, the screen does just go green.
Works every time.
The other two, however, to your question, Rex, after the security guard has been talking, they both kind of like, the one who is kind of crouched down stands up rather quickly and turns towards you and says, "The assets? What do you mean are you concerned? You want to get that stuff out of here before you get, are you concerned more about that goo than you are about us?"
Oh, please, do not accuse us of being such evil tyrants. He's clearly putting on a face whenever he has to do this kind of thing. We'll get you home, we'll get you your pizza party, everything will be just fine, but we just
And what are
need
you
to
gonna
know-
do about that stuff they put inside of us, huh? Are you gonna get that out of us too?
He like immediately goes, shh.
They like bat your hand away. They're not putting up with your corporate bullshit.
Don't worry. Wuhan Baxter has figured out how to deal with this. You will be just fine. We just need to know the status of the asset, and then our medic has already taken care of you, and we will get you back safe and sound, and try to say under my breath as fast as possible, get the asset out of you. And you will be just fine, but we just need to know the status of the asset.
I don't know, fuck you! And they're gonna just like walk away.
I'm
The one
very
that's
sorry
got
for my
policy.
colleague. He's not entirely sure how to communicate with others. He hasn't figured that out yet. He's actually just trying to figure out what the status is of everything on this train that will help us do our jobs better. Isn't that right, Rex?
Rex just stares at you because you mocked him first in that sentence. Doesn't respond. His cold mirror glasses. You just assume he's staring back at us, and he doesn't respond.
He said yes.